What up, guys? So today I'm trying out the balanced thunder hammer here. I still have the same perk setup, but this operation is not both chaos and tyrannid, which is only one operation anyway. But okay, here we go. I have overcharge, even though I went for the Hive Tyrant, so I should have had the armor perk, and I realized that way too late. That said, I do have 50% more gun strike damage, so that's really good. A lot of these perks are carryover. Pretty much I only switch like 2 perks if I go from gun strikes to blocking, something like that. I heard Ascension is bugged, but I haven't seen any bug on my end. But yeah, those two are very interchangeable. So now here is a major tyrannid, you know, throwing some unblockables. Now he's enraged. Enraged is pretty cool, to be honest. In lethal, enraged enemies are just absolute monsters, so it's kind of cool that we were able to team up here. So right here, we have a Vanguard, a Sniper, and obviously an Assault. I go for a Slam here. Obviously I go for that grenade. I go for a Slam here, but I just couldn't get over the railing, so that looked funny. However, it still works out because I was able to get this Slam. Execution. So, balanced Thunderhammer. I have a fair amount of melee damage, and I also can do gun strikes. So, it's like the best of both worlds for Assault. Until, you know, blocking would have been good for this operation because of pure Tyrannids, but I think for Chaos, this might be the way to go. But I really wanted a Hive Tyrant fight. I gotta say, I'm looking forward to when they add another Tyrannid boss fight at the end of an operation. Specifically at the end. Oh, here we go. Yep, that's a Ravener. Go for the Slam there. Trying to get the Ravener's attention because I know I can just do the parry, get the gun strike. Boom. Very, very clean. I honestly thought the parrying with the Thunderhammer would have started weird, but I was able to just kind of, you know, I parried Tyrannids with a bunch of things, so I was really able to figure out balance. Balance is honestly still a pretty good parry tool, and I don't have to worry about the swing speed too much because the weapon's already slow, basically. At least from my experience with the balanced chainsaw, the chainsword. Now, there are spore mines over there, and I have 1 bullet. I go for a bullet, and it whiffs pretty hard. That was a terrible shot. Luckily, I do have a teammate here with the Neo-Volkite pistol, so that's really good for spore mines. Now, both of my teammates are pretty low here, and we don't have a bulwark, which is rough. We hardly have any utility at all, really. I guess the Vanguard, you know, at least he's healing himself, so there's that. That's pretty good. This Sniper, this is an enraged Sniper. Boom! Able to get the gun strike. And definitely took that one out. That one felt good. Okay, so now this explosive charge segment was terrible. So there I pretty much point out the stim for the Sniper, because the Sniper is at 1. And I do have a stim myself. Normally, as long as I have a stim, I'll just leave the other stim for whoever's the lowest, basically. But I don't think the Sniper is having a good time getting over to that stim. Either way, I was able to get a big slam there. I was able to get a gun strike. Now, I seen in the comment section, somebody mentioned that I could jump up in the air, and pretty much it extends my charge and gives me more damage, basically. Which, obviously, I should be doing that, right? But I do like, you know, just slamming down quickly as well, in case of snipers. But that situation right there, I probably could have, you know, extended my charge just a little bit longer. Regardless, I have the gun strike, you know, the team perk for gun strike damage, and it's very powerful, man. It's very powerful. It's probably the Assault's best perk. Outside, honestly, one of my favorite ones is when you deal melee damage to an enemy, they take 10% more damage. That's obviously a strong perk, but honestly, it's one of my favorites. So there's a zone throw up there. I was able to res the Sniper there. This is just kind of a funny zone throw, just kind of hanging out at the top of the stairs. Definitely play around the pillars. And luckily, we get that zone throw down pretty quickly. I kind of like look at that Vanguard funny because he has the Extremist perk, I believe. Whenever we kill an Extremist, we get like health for the entire team. So I genuinely thought he was going to go up there and execute that extremist at him. Yeah, there it is. Right there. Unmatched zeal. So that perk, obviously, I did a video on that perk like quite a long time ago. Like a couple weeks or something. that's a long time for this channel. And it was probably more than a couple weeks. But to be honest, that perk that Vanguard has that I was just talking about with the extremist health regain, that could possibly be one of the worst perks in the game. Now here I get an explosive charge down. I'm going to show an example of that perk, by the way, but it's just not coming for a couple more fights. I'm pretty sure. I love getting, dude, honestly, it just feels good getting gun strikes into lethal. Lethal gun strikes are damage boosted because of the difficulty, so I just really hope blocking gets something similar because, honestly, dude, as far as gun strikes go with the assault perk, they are super powerful. It is insane how easy it is to take out majors with that perk. I should really jump up here and then slam down. Like there, I probably could have waited a little bit. But I just gun strike that major once and then was able to get a slam down. Big charge attack right there. But obviously, there's a minor enemy over there I should have gun striked. And our sniper went down. And he left. Our sniper went down and left. Which is a shame. This is lethal, so, you know, we need what we can get. And then the AI over there, the bot sniper went down. So I went over, made sure we could pick him up. We were able to pick him up. Also, by the way, heavy bolt pistol, still really enjoy it. I'm gonna start leveling the plasma pistol on my bulwark, I believe, because I kind of want to play some banner gameplay. I had a great time trying out everything with assault, and I honestly think balanced might be my favorite, but honestly, I still really enjoy blocking. I just enjoy blocking more against Tyranids, you know, because of the combos they have. Regardless, this is an extremist enemy. We have the perk there, and look at my health. Look at my health. It was literally like nothing. It does move, by the way, but like it is tantamount to like gaining 10 HP on your Elden Ring health bar. It moves like just a little bit. So here we get a new teammate. We get a bulwark teammate, and also get jumped on by a Ravener, which is rough. I was having a good game against extremist enemies so far. But yeah, they just jump on you out of nowhere. Regardless, I have no armor here. I'm using the heavy bolt pistol against the Raveners just because I'm kind of afraid. Also, I'm waiting for a gun strike so I can get my armor back. But regardless, big slam, big execution, big health gain. Like, honestly, it's so bad. But I can really understand using that perk as a Vanguard because you want to stack it with your other health gain perks. So I can understand it in that case, but for your teammates, it's pretty bad. But it's there. So regardless, we're running lethal with a little bit of extra health gain that is like essentially 1 or 2% of your health bar. It's something like that. There, the bulwark drops the banner and gets our Vanguard's health up, which is nice. And honestly, I'm glad he did that because I do a generational throw here. I have 2 stims. Right there, I get sniped by something I thought was going to go over my head. It went straight into my head, by the way. I'm surprised I didn't go down directly. But regardless, I had to use a stim there. I probably could have shot my gun to get a little bit of contested health back, but if I would have done that, I probably would have died to this next shot that hits me right in the head practically. I was so mad. I was super mad because I was going into the Hive Tyrant with a Guardian Relic and 2 stims, and it even gets worse. It even gets worse. I'm seriously so mad watching this. Because otherwise it would have been like a perfect lethal run, to be honest. I'm absolutely shredding Tyranids here with the balanced Thunder Hammer. The gun strike damage is very good, and the melee damage slamming down is very good. And that's without the melee damage team perk from the Vanguard there. It really would have been helpful to have that, I believe. At least against Chaos, it would be more helpful, to be honest. Because against Tyranids, these gun strikes are just shredding them. Here's another enraged target that I take down. I'm not gonna say with ease, but I don't want to say with ease because honestly, I made the sniper getting hit by the sniper attacks were a big mistake, and now we have 2 zoanthropes, that I'm going to tell you right now, we practically ignore these zoanthropes. I have no ammo, and our bulwark just beelines it to the ammo box, which in my mind, I thought that bulwark was going to get ammo and come back. But I think what he actually is doing is trying to cut off the zoanthropes, thinking we're going to follow him, which we can't because there's an enraged major Tyranid here and a zoanthrope. So basically, I put 2 to 2 together. I try to run past these zoanthropes. Terrible mistake. It is honestly a terrible mistake. I honestly just get hit by the orb there, which is like dumb. I should have went to the right anyway. Regardless, they have the shield, so now I'm just waiting for them to aggro something so I can walk out without getting hit by the beam. I see the bulwark here, a little annoyed. He probably could have helped us there. That said, this next mistake is on me. I went back to get that armory data and get hit by the zoanthrope that we don't do anything with. So this Hive Tyrant, I'm so bad. This Hive Tyrant, I could have had 2 stims for. Now I have 1 Guardian Relic. This is lethal. So at the very least, I'm happy because I still can at least parry and get some good gun strike damage going. That said, Hive Tyrant's actually a really good boss fight to pull out blocking, but again, blocking's really good against Tyranids. Look, blocking is usable against Chaos, but you just have to block the Minoris. You can't rely on Chaos Majors to throw melee combos at you to block. You can only block the Minoris enemies. And for Tyranids, you can block the Majors and the Minors. So you can block basically the small enemies and the elites, I guess, for Tyranids. Whereas with Chaos, I guess you can block the Terminator. So there's that. So yeah, honestly, yeah, you just want to do blocking against the Minoris enemies for the most part for Chaos, and I guess you can block Terminators. Because, yeah, Terminators throw 3-hit combos at you. Which is wild. Major Tyranids throw basically Terminator-level combos. They're just not as tanky. So, that was a good phase 1. I had some good dodges. I had some good damage there. The heavy bolt pistol right there. We're actually doing some pretty good range damage for a melee group here. This is essentially a melee group. But, so I have 1 stim. I still have my Guardian Relic. Get some dodges in there. I knew I was going for, like, the grenade here, but look at that, dude. He just gets outside of it because of the combo he thrown, so that was a terrible start to phase 2. Still, I was able to get that big slam there. I missed the parry there, and then I missed the parry right there. I will say, I am used to parrying Hive Tyrant with fencing and not balanced, but I can see where I was a little late. I was like 1 frame too early on that. But still, slams are still very good. Okay, there we go. Get the gun strike there. Now, since I'm fighting the Hive Tyrant, I should have had the perk that refills my armor again, for non-lethal gun strikes. Instead, I have the charged attack perk, and I'm starting to realize you should never have the charged attack perk when you're using balanced or fencing. So here, now I'm the last brother standing. This is lethal. This is lethal Hive Tyrant. I do have a stim, and I do have a Guardian Relic. So I basically go for the res here because I figure, hey, if I go down, I can Guardian Relic right back up. But the issue here is basically I used a heavy bolt pistol to get my health back, which is very strong, by the way. That was pretty sick. And now we still have a teammate who's down. I get the gun strike on this Major. I was able to get the elimination here to give me some iframes. I was kind of relying on the bulwark to pick up our teammate, not gonna lie, but they're dealing with a Major over there as well. But I have to keep the aggro of the Hive Tyrant because the Hive Tyrant is definitely the more threatening enemy. Get hit directly by a blade there. Get hit again. I go for the stim, which is nice. Gives me a full heal. That stim was so huge. I don't know why I missed that, but I think I was just very focused on getting this Hive Tyrant down. And I just realized the bulwark missed the res on the Vanguard there. How? How did he miss that? Regardless, good boss fight. Definitely a good run with Assault. Balanced Thunderhammer on lethal. A lot of damage, 15k. Good run.